Well, the much anticipated, or actually for most, much dreaded Lord of the Rings ripoff series is officially out. And wow, it's slow. Where to start? Over the course of the first 2 episodes, we follow 4 characters, those being young Galadriel, young Elrond, the Romeo and Juliet elf, and of course, the Half-Foot girl, or Harfoot girl. Yeah, that's actually what these things are called. Harfoots. Anyways, it seems like these first 2 episodes are mostly world building. Galadriel is upset almost the entire time. She is close to completely unrelatable, and she has the kind of talent and skills that make her seem like a superhero, except for superheroes sometimes have trouble defeating enemies. But Galadriel kills things in like 2 seconds. Galadriel's character is the full frontal assault of a pouty, stone-cold badass that hates vacations. Elrond, on the other hand, comes off as someone who's a little bit less badass and a little bit more into R&R. His stamina isn't great and he doesn't care about his friends. Also, the guy who plays Elrond looks nothing like Hugo Weaving's Elrond, so I'm sorry you're disappointed. We all are. The Romeo and Juliet elf, aka Arondir, is obviously a cliche. He's fallen in love with a human, but how is he going to beat out Aragorn for best elf-human love story? He's just not. I will say, though, he does have one of the best quotes in the first 2 episodes.
Say what you wish to say.
I have said it already. 100 times over, in every way but words.
Oof, that gets me right in the feels. It's like one of the only things that resonates with me in the entire show. But yeah, this guy seems like a chill dude, but there's no way him and his girlfriend even come close to Aragorn and Arwen level. The last character that these first 2 episodes center around is the midget spaz Harfoot, Nori Brandyfoot. She's basically Belle from Beauty and the Beast, just a little bit more spastic, a whole lot shorter, and possibly even more annoying. She serves next to no purpose besides to introduce us to a character who may be someone we've seen before. Over the course of following these characters around, we get a sense that Sauron is the main antagonist for the show, but we can't really tell what's up with him. Is he dead? Has he left his artifacts around? What the heck is happening? It turns out things are not as dandy as they first appear and a foe is rising. The show almost feels nostalgic, but it doesn't quite get there. It's also incredibly confusing to see that the races of elves, dwarves, and Harfoots all have some multiracial stuff going on. Like everyone's black or white, which makes me wonder that if these races aren't actually all the same race, then why did the show creators stop at just black and white? They could have included other races like Indian, Chinese, Mexican, Inuit, Filipino, Native American, the list goes on. Like seriously, if it's not going to make sense, why stop at black and white? Beyond the race issue, there is this overarching theme of boringness in the show. Seriously, nothing significant happens in these first 2 episodes, and it's really disappointing because, for contrast, Peter Jackson had me hooked within 15 minutes of The Fellowship of the Ring. This show couldn't do in 2 hours what Jackson did in 15 minutes. And maybe the reason is because we started off the show following Galadriel, who's hyper unrelatable and unbelievable, but I don't care. We don't even get to meet the most relatable character until a third of the way through the 2nd episode. Trust me, I hate that I'm only 25% intrigued by the show. I don't know if I'll continue watching it, and I swear if the dwarves keep walking like this throughout the rest of the series, Gimli is going to have to travel back to the Second Age and kick some ass. You know, I don't want to say that this show is completely horrible, because it's not, but as an absolute Lord of the Rings fan, I have to separate this in my mind from the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, because these characters are not those characters, and it doesn't feel like I'm back in the same Middle Earth I was 20 years ago.